You'll see a slowly growing theme of Star Trek characters in my cosplay shoe collection. My most sparkly of footwear. They're not fun to wear. I spent almost 50 bucks on these. Gah! Okie dokie weirdos, I'm Rev, and it's a little chilly, so today I am a Care Bear, and it is time to take a little walk down cosplay memory lane, our vessel, footwear. So, welcome to my world of cosplay shenaniganery. This is a big bin of shoes. They are pretty much all cosplay shoes, and we are in my nerd dungeon basement, where most of the cosplays are kept. We shall go through this bin, and I will talk about some of the cosplays that I have made or have pulled together from thrifted items. The largest majority of the shoes in this bin are thrifted, and I have been collecting them for over a decade. I started seriously cosplaying when I was 14, and I turned 26 in December of this year, so it has been almost 12 years of collecting and thrifting shoes. Let's get to it. You're not a shoe! We got some hats in here too. That's a different video. Whee! These are the one pair of heels that I can actually comfortably wear. I have a lot of muscular issues and heels are extremely painful for me to wear, normally. But these boots have enough support in them and fit my feet just right that I can wear them, so I do wear them with a huge variety of cosplays, usually anything that requires heels, like Fizzarali or Cruella de Vil, or cosplays where I simply want a little more height because I'm only 5 feet tall. And these I probably thrifted for about 10 bucks. Ah, another pair of heels. These crazy monsters that aren't nearly as long as they once were are my angel dust heels. These come up almost all the way to the very top of my thighs. They are extremely high heels for me, and they are quite uncomfortable because of my muscular issues. Dancing in them was not great, and I still need to train my muscles to be able to handle something like that before I can do it again. These shoes I lucked out on when I went to the thrift store. I was going to take one trip to the thrift store hoping I would find some angel dust shoes because at the time I didn't own any heels like this. And lo and behold, this pair were brand new and were probably about 12 bucks, $13, somewhere in there. Great deal. Can use them again for other cosplays too. And that's the whole concept with these shoes that I thrift as well. I normally try to make sure I have more than one cosplay that those shoes are gonna go towards. A mask. Another hat. Ah! We do love this hat. But this is not the hat video. Pair of shoes number 3. These I bought for a Xerophil. I'm walking a mile to the park again. At least this time, I'm wearing sensible shoes. I wanted some light colored little booties that didn't have a major heel so that I could wear them comfortably, especially since Crowley's shoes were so uncomfortable. And I'm carrying my heels back. Oh, and we still have the tag inside these. They were 5 bucks, thrift store, hell yeah. I also wanted a more light colored pair of shoes because as you'll see, we'll go through my hoard and see that I have a lot of black or very dark colored shoes. These work well for a Xerophil as well as any other character that I need at least a lighter pair of shoes, or for my Lolita, because I do have a number of teddy bear and chocolate themed outfits where I don't always want to wear some big, heavy, clunky pair of boots, because usually Lolita is more petite in their designs, aside from the skirt. The skirt's normally the focal point, so these shoes can bring down the weight of the bottom of the outfit for my Lolita. And when filming for Aziraphale, it started snowing, raining, kind of sleeting. And now I walk back wearing my full costume because it is keeping me warm at the moment. My hands are frozen, my fingernails are turning purple, but I'm not absolutely frozen all over yet. Let's get back to the house before I get frostbite. And these shoes did not work great in the rain. They held up pretty well, a lot better than I was expecting, but they got wet quite quickly. Thankfully, they dry fast because they are thin. Ooh, these monsters. We love these guys. Hallelujah. These I call my kiss boots. I bought them at a thrift store. I don't know if I still have the sticker on there. Ooh, still written on there. $12.99. They were $13 at the thrift store. They are too big for me, but only about a size? Maybe a size and a half? I stuffed tissues in the toes. And I did specifically grab these to cosplay Jin. Blech. Why is his name so hard? I did specifically buy these to cosplay Gene Simmons. However, they do work really nicely for any kind of demonic character that's going to have big clunky shoes. These also give me a nice amount of height in their platform here without having a major heel that would make my muscles? Yes, I have muscles. Without having a major heel that would make my muscles act up. My muscles do get tired from how heavy these are though. I will weigh them for the video. I want to see how heavy they are because they are quite chunky. The shoes I was mentioning that I wore for Crowley, I did not originally get these for Crowley. I call them my Star Trek shoes. Because when I bought them for my Star Trek OC, who is a Klingon human hybrid named Wol. W-O-L. She has her whole own backstory and a whole bunch of other stuff going on with her that I have not been able to post yet or pull together. I would love to get her story out eventually. But these little shoes, they do have a hefty heel, so they do hurt me quite a bit if I am moving a lot in them. Most of the time I only wear them for photo shoots. And let's see if we have a price on here. We do not still have the prices on here, but I believe these were $7 at the thrift store. These are another pair of shoes that I wear for a lot of characters, but then you have less weight and with having the ankle cutaway, which is really nice in cosplay when you can bring down as much bulk as possible for travel as well as simply for the weight of wearing a costume. These monsters are the most expensive pair of shoes I own because they were bought almost full price, but my grandmother got them for me for Christmas, so thank you, Grandma. I did send her a 20% off coupon when she went to buy them so that they were a little less painful because these are YRU shoes and they're the Sky. No. Ooh, I'm gonna have to put the name up. They're Sky. I know they're Sky something. But I specifically asked her to buy these for me because I wanted to cosplay a mashup of Harley Quinn and the newer It clown. And I did do a mock-up of that costume, but I had never actually finished making a proper outfit for it. Even though that cosplay still hasn't happened, and I don't know if it will, these shoes have been a great asset in bringing me more height, as well as coming up with ideas for maybe EVA foam or armored characters where I can put the EVA foam around this piece and you won't even see it, but I have a serious platform that does not hurt my feet or any of my other muscles, and then I can get to about the average height of a human because with 5 feet tall, 4-inch platforms finally get me up to almost 5'5". I also wore these for my Rainbowy outfit, and that was super fun to do a photo shoot for. These boots, when I bought them at the thrift store, the owner of the thrift store at the register was like, "You're buying shoes that are bigger than you, sweetheart." They do come up just above my knee, and they are my Pirate Queen boots. I've also worn them for various steampunk outfits, and they're pretty versatile in that way, being a little beat up and kind of old, but still decent quality boots. And this heel doesn't actually bother me a whole lot, so that's great. Still got the price on the bottom. I bought them for $9. Oh, these are some of the oldest shoes we have in here. My mom originally bought these shoes for my brother's Little Annie cosplay for Halloween. And yes, Sable was my Little Annie. And our mom made his costume as well. When he was 14, or when I was 14. When my brother was 9 and I was 14. We have had these shoes ever since, and they are extremely beat up and old now, which work for a lot of cosplays. I normally wear these for Captain Jack Sparrow and the Mad Hatter, but there are plenty of options for these things. The second oldest pair of shoes in this bin. These are my Harley Quinn shoes. I made them out of water shoes that I bought at the thrift store. Let's see, do we have a price in here? If my memory serves, they were $4. Because they were really beat up, old, ugly water shoes. And I made them pretty! They aren't looking so hot anymore because Harley was ages ago. I did make a video for story times of my Harley cosplays, so you could go check that out. Linked above. And with these shoes, I hot glued red fabric and a little bit of black fabric to the shoes to cover them up where they were looking really rough and dirty, or otherwise just needed a different color, and then I added an EVA foam little flap at the back for both of them to get the more jester shape of the shoes. Hi, I'm a Wookiee now. Guess what? There is another box! And it's a cute one too, but it's very heavy. It's all wood and metal. And I got this box from a thrift store for about 20 bucks. And now it's time to show you the rest of the shoes. Thought there was only one box, didn't you? I fooled you. First pair of shoes from this box, they're not actually in the box because I regularly wear them all the time. My beat up old combat boots. I bought these for myself for my birthday when I was about 18. They have seen a lot of life and experience. Perfect for cosplay. I often pick cosplays with black combat boots specifically so I can comfortably wear my favorite shoes. Now to open this thing. It is quite old. Make sure I'm still in frame. Yeah, okay. These shoes I specifically bought for another Star Trek cosplay. This character is actually a surprise though. I've been working on him on and off for a number of years because there are a lot of skills that go with it that I haven't had yet or want more practice with before I actually finish making his costume. I also wear these for a variety of other characters because they're plain brown boots. We do not have the price on the bottom. They are a size and a half too big for me though. Again, I just stuffed the toes. How much did I pay for these? I want to say they were about $9 at the thrift store. Where's the other one? Alright. We'll go with these then. Another pair of brown boots. These were gifted to me by my grandmother, so they were likely paid for full price. I don't actually know how much she paid for them, but she got them for me because she saw me do a photo shoot of steampunk costumes and thought that these would go great with those costumes. She was right, I do love these. Ah, there's your brother. Get out of there! If you can't tell, I keep all of my combat boots in this one because these are the shoes that I wear more often. And I am most comfortable wearing combat boots where I have a little bit of heel and I can get some height without my muscular issues driving me nuts. These ones are red, also thrifted, and I believe they were out, what were they? $8, somewhere around there. Most of my shoes are going to be somewhere between $6 to about $15, depending on the thrift store that I got them from, and what year I got them. There are fuzzies all over my Wookiee. Red boots, also quite useful for a variety of characters and for cute outfits. Ah! These shoes, these are the really old beat up versions. I have brand new ones set aside for when these completely give out, but these are my iridescent shiny children's shoes. I bought these for 13 bucks in the children's section of Walmart. And then I bought a replacement for them because I started noticing how badly the plastic was chipping. I actually added iridescent tape over the corners where it chips the worst from my toes bending into the plastic. They are also great for cute little outfits as well as some of the more flamboyant characters. Daily work shoes, not interesting. Regular old pink water shoes, not interesting. My black clogs. Very old, very beat up. Probably got them for about 10 bucks at the thrift store. I don't use them for a whole lot of cosplays, just nicer outfits where I'm expected to wear something nice, but I want comfortable footwear. More generic slip-on shoes, not interesting. Basic black tennis shoes, actually quite useful for a lot of cosplays when you specifically pick characters that wear tennis shoes, because most of them have black tennis shoes. Sparkly black flats. Useful for some characters, that's why I keep them. I do, or maybe I do not. The only reason I keep them is for the characters that have black flats. Otherwise, I don't wear flats. I do not find them comfortable. They make my muscular issues act up because there is no support in them whatsoever. Not fun for me to wear. Bright pink tennis shoes, nothing specific, but there are characters who wear pink shoes. More black tennis shoes. Fun laces on the inside. And the reason we have these laces in these shoes, the teal laces, are because we have these teal shoes. They're very old and beat up at the moment. They need a good wash, but they are my Spider-Gwen shoes. They're getting a bit old, so I don't wear them for anything else because I like being able to have them for Spider-Gwen. Otherwise, they were my all-day, everyday shoe up until they started developing holes. And my most sparkly of footwear, my Angel Dust cowgirl boots. These do hurt my feet. I'm not exactly sure why. I put a lot of padding in them so that they don't. They still hurt quite a bit. They're not fun to wear. I spent almost 50 bucks on these. Yeah! I really wanted them for Angel Dust. And now this bin is empty, but there are a couple more pairs of shoes that I know I want to add to this video, so I'm going to go grab them. Because they're actually my mom's shoes, and my mom and I just share shoes a lot. The red version of those black, flat, laced, teal laced shoes. These red ones I normally wear for Mavis. She's a cute, fun, comfortable cosplay for me normally, and these shoes are comfortable enough that it makes me absolutely love wearing Mavis just because my feet are not going to be hurting by the end of the day. And we've got the studded black ankle boots. My mom and I wear these a lot. My mom wears them for her Three Musketeers costume, and I often wear them for my Jareth costume. And the last pair of shoes. Ah! These are pretty hefty too. As you can see, they have a funny looking shape to them. They do not have a heel. I am dropping them though. I have not gotten a whole lot of practice of walking in these because these are another pair of shoes that I need to strengthen my muscles and tighten my core a lot more after having had a number of injuries that caused me to lose a lot of muscle mass in my core. Most people get these shoes for satyr or fawn cosplays. I did have that idea, so I wanted to make sure I had these shoes for characters like that, but I specifically got these shoes for Saru from Star Trek. For the most part, with the few times that I have tried these on and walked around in them, they're not actually super hard to walk around in if you're used to walking on the front of your feet, on the balls of your feet. I'm used to walking on the back of my feet, on my heels, because of how my muscular issues react. So this also will help me train myself to lean forward into my feet a little more and stop favoring the muscles that need to strengthen. They are actually quite comfortable, and I got them off of, I want to say Depop for like $15 when these shoes are usually actually quite expensive, but they were practically brand new on Depop. And the person who was selling them realized that they simply cannot easily walk in these and wanted to get rid of them. And that is my whole cosplay shoe collection. I hope you enjoyed this little venture through my cosplay history. I greatly appreciate anyone who makes it all the way through my videos. Watch hours are so important to a content creator these days. And on top of that, please remember your subs, comms, thumbs, and a ding. If you'd like to support me, we got Ko-fi and Patreon. And welcome to the madness. Hello, focus. Yes, that's my face. Okay. Are the one pair of heels. Flip my viewfinder so I'm actually looking at the camera. There's my Velcro. I'm trying to Velcro this back on. It's in here somewhere. Where's my Velcro? Oh no! Am I still in frame? Let's see. Yes, I am. I am in frame. Okay. Oh. We are not putting those back in right now. We're gonna come back for that.